We already covered the for loop in arrays video, but I would remind how this looks like. So I'm going to create event draw. I'm going to use draw event for everything to be able to display uh, like result of the loop. And let's start by defining the simple for loop. For loop start with the for keyword, and then in the brackets, I need to specify some attributes. So first I need to specify variable, usually it's called I, which will be like our counter. And then I'm specifying another condition when the loop should be completed. I can specify once e become less than 5, oh, sorry, bigger than 5. So once this condition is true, so first e will be 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then loop will be completed. And then I need to increment I with every iteration. So from this, we start from the 0. Every iteration, we increase I on 1. And I can like add draw event to draw something. Let me add draw text, and I'm going to print the value of the I. I need to specify X and Y position. I can use something like this. 10 will be initial position, then I would add 70 and multiply by I. Why do I need to multiply? Because I want to have indentation between elements which will be printed. So if I will keep like 10, right? And let's run the code. Oh, sorry, I have here typo. I need to stop the code. I need to delete y. So I have 10, 10, and I. And what I will get at the end? I got something like this because all numbers were printed at the same position. That's why I need to add some like number, 70, and I need to multiply this by y. So on the first iteration, I will be equal to 0, so this equation will be equal to 0, and position for x will be 10. Next iteration, I will be 1, so position will be 70, and so on, so on. So now I can save this and I can run. And I printed with this my indentation, I printed 5 numbers. Next loop is the while loop. So what's the difference? So while I like just one keyword also while, and inside I need to specify some condition, and loop will be executing until this condition become true. And right now I don't have any condition which I can do. So what I will try to replicate the same loop which we did with for. So I initialize I as 0, but I initialize this outside of the loop. And here I'm specifying I less than 5. So loop will continue until I've become 5. And now I can add here the same draw text. I shouldn't delete it, but let me add it again. Multiply by I, 10, and I. So like the same. But if I run, my game will never start. Why? Because I'm not incrementing the I, because I always equal to 0. So this condition always true, and this loop will like stuck running forever. So that's why I need to increment I every time after iteration of the loop. So once I have this I++ here, I can run and I've got the result. So the next loop is to do until. I would keep the I because I also want to replicate the same like functionality which I just had. So inside of the do, I'm not specifying any condition here. Again, I deleted this draw text, so let me type that again. 10 plus 70 multiply it by I, then 10 and I. But I also need to specify the like condition, and condition specified at the end of the loop. So I specify until, and this time it's worked differently. It's expect for loop to give false. So but that's why I specify not as we had previously, where I less than 5. At this time, I have an I bigger than 5. So on first iteration, I would have I equal to the 0, and condition will be false, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Condition become like 6, condition become true, and loops end. Let's run. And again, I forgot to add I plus plus because here we also need to increment I each time. So, and I got the result. This time, like one number bigger because I need to specify here like the bigger than 4 to have the same result as we had. But for example, if I specify initial I like 5, right, which is bigger than 4, so this should return true. But if I run the game, I still got 5 printed because it's first execute the first iteration of the loop and only then check the condition. So if I will do the same for the while, let me quickly revert back to the while just to show you. So here, if I had the I equal to the 6, I shouldn't get any result. It should be empty screen, you see, because condition is evaluated before entering the loop. And final type of the loop, it's repeat. Repeat is the simplest. So I can specify here repeat. And in brackets, I need to specify how many times do I want to repeat. I don't have here any conditions. I'll just specify it 5 times. And I'm just keeping the same code which I have. I have the y, I printed the y, and I'm doing I++. And I've got the result. And really, I even don't need here to do I++. I can just run the game. Of course, I will get like just 0 because I always the 0, but my game successfully started. So that's all what I wanted to show you today. Thank you for your attention. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.